Good morning, and welcome to the show called the CPS: How to Fight It and How to Win. My name is Bob Pace. I'm your host. This is put on by Vincent W. Davis, who is our attorney. His number is 888-888-6582, and we're very fortunate this morning to have a guest. Her name is Lamanda Towner, if I say it correct, and
Yeah, you right.
yeah, and she'll go ahead and she'll tell her matter about CPS, and we'll try to help her. Go ahead, Lavanda. Welcome.
I got abused in foster care when I was 7 years old. I got drowned in a bathtub by this lady named Linnell when I was a baby. I was like 7 years old, and then the other time my parents got their rights terminated. And I was in foster care since I was 3. And my parents were good parents. They just had some downfalls, but they never abused us, and we got taken, me and my sister and my brothers.
So, were you originally in a family of biological parents, or you
I
said
was
three? Go ahead.
biological parents when I was um the age up until age 3.
Okay. And what got you from your biological parents into foster care? What got you
Because
there?
they made up lies saying that my parents were drug addicts and very bad people, and they weren't.
So, where you at when you got into foster care? You said the foster care people abused you.
Yeah, I was in and out of foster care up until I was 21. They kept me until I was 21. And then I stayed in foster care till I was 21, got into adult services here in Aurora. But it was a horror story because I was abused and I was also neglected by foster parents. I don't remember all their names, I just remember the ones that did really much damage.
Well, it's sad because you're only age 3, and as a child, you haven't developed anything. I mean, for you to go into this system that foster care is supposed to protect you, and also CPS is supposed to unite you with your biological family. The goals of CPS, and this is one thing that's important for everybody to know out there, isn't to take away children, it's to protect children. And if the parents have hiccups, they can have classes, but the goal is to get the family reunited. Foster care is a last resort, and I'm afraid that some agencies have gone overboard, gone the wrong direction. It's a money making business. They make a lot of money by having people in foster care. So continue now. Now that you've been at 21, during those years from age 3 to 21, what kind of abuse were they doing to you as a when you're in
I'm
foster?
actually now, but when I was 21, I was in a foster home that put me in youth villages, and then they put me in El Pueblo Boys and Girls Ranch that got shut down because of neglect and abuse.
Okay, okay. So did you have any schooling or education during that time?
I wasn't able to because they didn't even put me in school when I was in El Pueblo.
Oh boy, that's so. How did you learn any skills?
I don't. I learned from my host home.
Okay, so
I
where
live in.
you at? Yeah. So are you still in touch with your biological parents?
Yeah, I do. I still have contact with them.
So what is CPS's involvement now?
They're not involved, right? Like, they're involved with my daughter's life a little bit, but because the guardian wanted to make up lies and stuff, and then they have to investigate it just to see if everything's fine. But I haven't done anything wrong, so.
So you started a family, and now your child is being approached by CPS. What are the grounds that they're saying that you did to your child?
So a couple times it was like where someone reported me and I didn't do anything. They just came to my house and looked, and then they were like, "Why is this person reporting?" Because there's nothing. No, not really. And that's the story of what my daughter's going through too.
So how old is your daughter now?
She's 3.
She's three too. So it's
Yeah,
almost like it's repeating itself. First year with
yeah.
three, and then your parents were approached by CPS and they alleged things and they took away you, put you in foster care and to 21 and it hasn't done any good for you. I'm so sorry to hear
No,
that.
really bad uh, post traumatic stress disorder. I have nightmares now
Oh
and
boy.
sleep paralysis because of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, are you living okay? I mean, are you living
Yeah, I'm
okay?
happy and I'm in a good place now. But it's just like I live with the terror, you know. I don't know what to do with it, but you just have to keep going day by day, you know.
Yeah. Have you tried any medical assistance?
I have a therapist, yeah, and I've been working on it with her.
Okay, okay. So you have help and so forth. So, can you tell us more about the CPS that you're involved with? Are they working for you, or what is their plan?
They're right now they're investigating and looking into my ROI. Do you know what an ROI is?
No, I
It's
don't. I never.
records, like when you started and the progress that happens, and so they could figure out if I'm suitable to and healthy for Lavina to be with her.
Okay. So, is there plan to reunite you with your daughter, or is there plan to have her taken into foster care?
I'm not sure based on that that ROI, but they told me they just got done with the paperwork today, so they should have a court date soon.
Okay, okay, okay. Because um, so they're at the initial probing, or I mean, I'm thinking of the steps, and of course, I'm familiar with California. What state are you in?
Colorado, it's a guardianship thing. So I got manipulated into giving guardianship,
Oh boy.
and yeah, and then I the lady doesn't want to give her back, so I have to go through the courts, and then the guardian ad litem has to write her statement for with my ROI based on the ROI is what when my daughter's going to come back.
Okay. So, do you have any defense attorney at all?
No, I can't afford it. That's the thing.
There's a
I even
retainer fee. Yes, yes. There's a retainer fee.
Yeah, but I don't. I can't afford it. That's the thing.
Have you tried with a public defender?
They don't have public defenders for that case. It's a parental thing. I guess they don't have it for that because they
Huh.
told me they didn't even have one for my case.
Okay, okay. Have you talked to an attorney before about strategies? They usually most attorneys will give you about 30 minutes of their time to help you with
I've
strategy.
tried. Not very many attorneys have time.
Well, we have Vincent Davis who said that he'd give you 30 minutes to talk about strategies to help your case. Um,
I'll be. That's fine. I can schedule it with him if that's okay.
yes, that'd be okay. That would be important there to uh, at least get some ideas of what to do. I mean, he can tell you uh, there must be any kind of free legal help in the area where you live.
There is a lot, but they don't. For some reason, for my case, I'd have to hire a lawyer, not a public defender, because they said the El Paso County Court said that since I'm in Aurora and that this case is not a charge against me, it that means they can't like give you a public defender.
Huh. So what is the charge? I mean, what
They're
is specific
hard
charge?
trying to see if I'm fit to be in my kid's life full like all the way because right now she's with her guardian, you know.
So they're at the investigation stage and they're taking forever time to
Yeah,
investigate. Okay, okay. Yeah, it is a very difficult process. It's a very slow process. Um,
that
and
is.
it's really, really, really hard because uh, everybody perceives a different thing. They're so used to maybe children being abused through physical neglect or sexual neglect or not having a safe environment for the child to be brought up in. Now,
Yeah, but we spoil her, so I don't think there's that any. There's nothing bad about us. We're loving parents. Me and my husband, are really good parents. We've been told that from multiple people. So
okay, okay, okay. Well, it sounds like you need some strategies
yeah,
um,
I do.
to go through this. Um, when you had your child, at the time you had your child, was there any problems with CPS back then?
No, the people I have stalkers that like to call CPS on me, but the thing with that is they'll come in and then they'll search and they'll see my house. So I have nothing to hide. I'm just gonna let them see for themselves, because
Right, right, right.
I have
Well, it
hide.
sounds like you're struggling. I mean, I mean, that's probably people perceive because your house isn't typically what they want to have. But your
It's
house was clean and safe for your child,
yes,
and you had electricity and you had all the utilities going.
even water, food, shelter over our head. No, we don't have roaches or anything.
Yeah, wow, wow. So this is a hard case that you're involved in. It sounds like it's a very so. When you how did you find out about us? How did you find out about us?
I you guys on what's it called, TikTok, and
Okay,
you
okay, okay. And you called in and
no,
that's
I messaged on Facebook though.
oh okay. Yeah, we're on Facebook. You're right.
I
You're right.
guys shows, and I'm
Yeah.
really I'm really liking the show because it's true. It's not like that fake fantasy stuff.
No, no, this is very real. I mean, this is live, and there's no prep time or anything in there. I'm trying to help you because I've been involved in a CPS my matter too. It took a couple years in my case, and my whole family was torn apart. I had no problem because I, had a very loving home and I had all the necessities. The only sad part was is that I lost my job, and it's harder when you get older in life to get a job. And so when I lost my job, I, uh, family members tried to get involved and allege things that weren't true. As soon as someone makes a claim, it makes it really bad because uh, they just in our case where I live in California in the Orange County area, it is really, 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 really bad there because they want to keep your child, they want to have your child, and my children were older, they weren't young, and they were in high school, and it's a trauma effect for them be suddenly taken illegally out of school and illegally they made accusations and so forth and it is hard. I know what you're going through, and it's not fair that people make assumptions. They,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, are you taking any parenting classes or doing anything like that, or?
yeah, I want some eat. But yeah, I don't go through parenting classes right now,
Uh huh.
but I don't have to go eat.
Let's just go, Bert.
What were you saying? Sorry, they distracted me.
Oh, it is all right. I was just wondering if I guess the court CPS hasn't charged you formally. You're trying to get your child back because apparently you were tricked to give your child up. Is that what
Yeah,
the whole ingest is? And it's hard there. And of course, lack of funding and not able to maybe get help because it sounds like you and your husband are together and you want to have your family and raise your child. And
Yeah,
it's
I honestly miss her.
yeah, well, this is the thing is that I've heard of stories that everything repeats itself. What you went through at 3 is repeating again, and it's really sad there. Plus, you're struggling in life. It sounds like because you're trying to you know provide your family, take care of your family.
Yes, I really am. I'm trying my hardest. Um I was in a domestic violence relationship a long time ago, around like 5 or 6, 7 years ago,
Right.
and I suffer from PTSD from it.
Okay. Okay. All right. What kind of work do you like to do? What kind of work do you like to do?
I work at the alternative supports, but there it's like you wrap the toilet paper, they make the toilet paper with the machine, and you wrap it.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Okay.
right.
So you're a skilled laborer then,
Yeah,
basically. Right. Okay. And is that the job you're doing now, or is that something else you're doing? Or
my current job.
yeah, you're what you are you currently working right now?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
job. All
Okay.
sports.
Okay. And is your husband working too?
Yeah, he works at alternative supports as well.
Oh, okay. And so this is a place that gets you working. And that's good because a lot of people that are homeless don't want to work.
Yeah, it's for people with disabilities and staff that want to work there. For that don't have disabilities, they can work as staff too.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
they work with SI, and I'm on SI, so it helps. It helps. They work side by side.
Okay. All right. Okay. And imagine it's pretty tough where you at. Is the weather is pretty cold there?
Oh yeah, it snows.
Oh, okay. So you got a lot of snow there and cold, and so that's extra costs to keep warm. You have to have extra costs there. Well, are there any questions you have for us? I mean, is there anything you
No, not at all right now.
okay? And um, so, do you have any kind of a game plan that you're thinking of? I mean,
If I can't get her back, my last resort is to see if JT can get her.
your last
My hus-
resort is
so if they don't give her back, I want to at least have her go to one of my family members instead.
okay. Okay, are you still in touch with your mom and dad?
Yeah, I am, but my sister said she'll help me out.
Oh, okay. So you have siblings too.
So I don't think they can legally have her.
Oh, why can't they legally have her?
Well, because they got their rights terminated from me, so it
Okay,
don't.
so you need to reestablish those rights.
Yeah, because they won't I don't think they'll allow them. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, okay. Well, anything's possible. It just you have to work really hard at something. It's most life is not easy and life is not fair. And
True.
we all have expectations, and so I feel for you. I wish I had the golden egg that I could give to you, and that you could rub it, and everything would come true. But it sounds you desperately need a strategy, and this gentleman, Vincent W. Davis, he knows all the strategies there is. He can help you. As I say, he can give you 30 minutes of consultation, and he maybe can steer you in the right direction. Um, I'm just trying to think, do any of your family members have any um, legal help or legal thing that they know they could have you talk to them? Not to them, but to the legal help?
No, they don't know anyone either.
Okay, okay. I'm
Because
just
that's
trying
the
to think.
first.
And so the attorneys you contacted, none of them will give you a consultation, or
No, because they all have a lot of cases, I guess they said.
right? Yeah, they do. Some of them do pro bono, but you got to be important that um, you have to research, and you want to get a family trial attorney, somebody with trial background that works in family law, that has experience with children. That's the kind of attorney you need to find. So in your search, you would put in there family law attorney, and you want to say family law attorney with CPS, and they will give you a list of them, and you may have to go through this list. If there's 20 people, 10 people, and you may have to contact all of them, and you may have to do follow-up phone calls. It's a very tedious thing, but if you have the time, you can do that. Hopefully, you can. As I say, I have an attorney that will talk to you. You just have to schedule your private consultation. The number is 888-888-6582, and that's Vincent W. Davis.
Is it? It's right there. I see it.
Yes, it is on the bottom part of the screen there. It's 888-888-6582, and the um,
Is
the
there a way you can send it to me too as well?
no, I don't have any mechanisms to send it. Just that.
I take a shot
Do
of
you
it so right now.
do you have a phone? You can text. You can write it on your phone calendar. If you take your phone,
Yeah, I'll get it. Hold on.
or if you have a piece of paper, you can write it down.
All right. You have paper? I'll write it on the back of this.
Okay,
Right.
there you go.
Okay, it's 888.
Yeah, it's 888-888, and then another 888, and then 6582, 6582,
All right, I got it.
and the name is Vincent W. Davis. Vincent W. Davis is the
All
law,
right.
and there's also a um, uh, a website that you can go to that checks up the calendar, so that way you can see the 30-minute time frame that he has. It's the https // calendar calendly.com /apptsvwd, and I'll give it to you again.
Can you write that down?
Yes, here will come up again. It's https / then
Hold on. I can
c.
get the.
Okay, we may have to do this several times, but that's all right.
All right,
It's
that works. I'll do a
okay.
different time.
Yeah, it's um, tp / That's just to get you on the internet web, the World Wide Web, and
Oh, now it's
then
at the
after
bottom.
that you do the / at the bottom, and then CALENDLY.com / APPTSVWD. That is Vincent W. Davis, but that's the master calendar.
Okay, thank
That
you.
way, that would really help you decide uh, what you want to get. Is there anything you can share? You see, how old, when you were adopted by foster care at age 3, what were your foster parents doing? They didn't provide you any schooling or education?
They did, but like when I got into those treatment facilities, they weren't like making the kids go to school. So at
Was
11th
this a
grade,
group? Was this a group foster care? Was this group foster care, group home?
it was a treatment facility level 4.
Okay, so I have no idea what a treatment facility level 4 means, but where as a baby at 3, was there something that, why do you have to be treated?
Because I have mental disabilities, and I guess that some of the foster moms and people couldn't handle it. I don't know.
this is very new to me because when I talk to someone, you sound very intelligent. You talk about a marriage, you talk about a husband, you talk about a child. It's amazing that you grow up at age 3 to, um, I guess you're still in your 20s, right?
No, I'm 30 now. I'll be 31
Okay, you're
March
30.
1st.
All right, so you've been around for 30 years, and 3 of them were with your biological parents, and then there was probably a time like when you were a teenager. Were you still in foster care?
Yes. I was
Okay,
up
so
in I was 21, in and out of foster homes. I was like in 100
really,
foster. No one
so they were
ever like cared
shuttling
about.
shuttling you around. No one shuttled around, and then you had relationships with other people trying to look for that love. I know that what you were trying to do. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's really it's not fair to a child at 3 to have to be brought up in a system like you've been brought up in, and it's something that needs to be explored and needs to help out and reach out because we need to take care of our people out there. There's so many people out there that need help, and so um,
right.
I again, you can't fix the world, but you can at least try to help other people by listening. You have to be a good listener, and
True.
it sounds like a lot of the professional people don't know how to listen. And yes, their hands are probably tied. They don't have the funding and so forth and stuff like that. And here we are, we're helping out the world and making the world safe, but our own people in our own country need to be helped too. We need to take care of our people. Everybody wants to come here, so it must be because of something. I
Yeah.
don't know, but it's like that. So at age 21, what made you stop with the CPS? They just no longer wanted to work with you at age 21. What transpired then?
We equipped for society. It's like more
They,
money in their pocket, I guess.
oh,
As
okay.
long as
So
they
yeah, that's something that the funding. Sometimes I wonder if the funds are being used legitimately or not. But anyway, that's
can ask him.
yeah, yeah. Um, so at age 21, now you're 10 years later. Did you have your child when you're in your 20s or 30s? Or, I mean,
I waited until I was married, but I had her in 2020.
oh, okay, during the COVID. Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like a lot of babies were born in COVID because everybody had to live together. We couldn't be out and around, so it's just everybody cuddled up and had babies. So there's a lot of babies born in
And
2020.
she was planned. I had everything I needed for her.
Oh, okay. So you even thought it out. You even thought, well, okay, I have the things to have a baby, and unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for you, and so
Yeah.
forth. Yeah. Okay. Um, Is there anything else you'd like to talk about or anything else I can help you with? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, you are going to contact Vincent W. Davis and try to get some
Yes.
strategies. He's a good lawyer. He's a trial lawyer. He knows it all. He does a lot of fighting cases around the country. Um, you know, but it is a financial burden to a lot of people to hire an attorney, and I know it's really hard because but he has multiple cases. He's really extremely busy. He tries to help out a lot of people. He tries to help out a lot of people and so forth.
Oh. Okay, that's good.
Okay, so it's just. I'm sorry. Is that your husband in the background? Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, husband. Yeah. Well, thank you both for sharing the story. Um, and is there anything your husband like to talk about? Are we still connected?
No.
Oh, yeah.
he-
Okay. All right. All
he's-
right. Understood. Well, if there's nothing else you'd like to talk about, we can go ahead and you can continue to listen to me talk.